The smell of fresh ground coffee, it's one of the most recognized and loved aromas. And grinding whole beans fresh is the best way to better coffee. For espresso, a good grinder makes a huge difference. Grinding fresh is critical, as is precise control of grind size and dose weight. Hey coffee lovers, Mark here from Whole Latte Love. We recently took a look at our favorite semi-automatic espresso machines for 2019. If you missed that video, you can use the link up here or down in the description to watch that. Today I'll complement that with a look at some of our favorite coffee grinders for 2019. I'll cover a range from entry-level models to solid high-end appliance grade grinders, some multi-purpose models that can go from espresso fine to drip medium and all the way to coarse grind for cold brew, and high-end prosumer commercial espresso focused grinders, including a top-of-the-line single doser. So quite a range, and again, some of our favorites, but there's a whole lot more to choose from at Whole Latte Love, and we've made it easy to find a grinder that'll work well with your particular machine. Check out our bundler. There you can get coffee expert selections. That's grinders that pair well with a machine. You'll save some money when you buy a package and get real size relationships. First up, entry-level grinders. I have the Baratza Virtuoso Plus and the Baratza Sette 30. These are solid, lower-cost grinders. Both can be used for espresso, but will do best for that when brewing through a pressurized filter basket, so not a good choice for those serious about espresso. The Baratza Virtuoso Plus has the widest grind size range of any Baratza grinder at 200 to 1400 microns. So you're covered from espresso fine up to chunky coarse grounds for cold brew and everything in between. The original Virtuoso has been around for a while, and the Plus model adds digital timing and a great feature where you can add up grinding time as you pulse to the amount of coffee you want and then use that time in the future. The Plus has a lighted anti-static grinds bin with 40 grind size settings. You don't have what you need for high espresso really, but it's perfect for drip, pour over, press, and cold brew, where grind size is not critical, but consistent timed-based grinding is really handy. The Baratza Sette 30 has 30 stepped grind size settings and one timed grinding preset. Weight output is very consistent. Now that's due to the Sette's unique grind straight through design. In most grinders, it's gravity which feeds the beans to the burrs, but in the Sette, the top burr spins and pulls in the beans for a consistent feed rate and very fast grinding speeds of 3.5 to 5.5 grams per second. With a straight-through design, the Sette has very low retention. Since it's more open, it tends to be slightly louder than other grinders. You can grind into a portafilter while resting it on the forks, or you can reset the forks and grind into an included grinds bin. For most, the low retention, high output, and extra fluffy grinds make up for a slightly louder sound. A shutoff on the hopper that makes it easy to change the beans out. You can use the Sette 30 for espresso and pressurized filter baskets, but stick around to see the Sette 270 if you're truly serious about espresso. If looking for value in a machine-grade, prosumer-level espresso-focused grinder, check out the Ceado E6P and the Eureka Mignon Specialita. The E6P features 64mm flat steel burrs, 2 timed grinding presets, and hands-free grinding into a portafilter. It's currently our lowest cost 64mm grinder with timed grinding. A couple of things that make the E6P a standout. First is the E6P's steady lock system. It's a design feature found on Ceado's more expensive grinders that maintains burr position under heavy use, so there are no problems with grind size changes due to thermal expansion. Second is a design that helps isolate the grind adjustment threads from coffee dust and oils in the grinding chamber. In some grinders, adjusting size, it gets a little difficult or jumpy after those adjustment threads get dirty. The E6P produces a fluffy grind which distributes evenly into a portafilter. An adjustable hook allows for hands-free grinding and accommodates all portafilters, including bottomless. For even more value, the Ceado E5P is the same grinder without the timed presets. It's totally on demand. Just push in your portafilter to start grinding and pull back to stop. Be aware that using bottomless portafilters with the E5P is difficult, as the start-stop switch is activated by the portafilter spouts. The Eureka Mignon Specialita is a 55mm burr grinder, so a little smaller than the E6P, but it brings a few really cool features to the table. It uses a micrometric adjustment knob for precise and easy adjustments to grind size and an intuitive touchscreen display. The adjustment knob is smooth to turn and numbered for easy reference. Important when it comes to a stepless grinder. When you're dialing in the grind, those adjustments need to be precise and shouldn't require effort to get it right. I love the touchscreen display. It's among the easiest to use with no extra presses into menus to adjust timing in 1/10 of a second increments. Select between single and double shots or manual mode for continuous grinding. On the inside, the Mignon Specialita has those 55mm burrs and a strong 1350 RPM motor, dispensing at 1.4 to 1.8 grams per second when dialed in for espresso, and 1.9 to 2.5 grams per second when dialed in at filter coffee sizes. If you're looking for a barista quality 18-gram double shot, you can get that out in about 10 seconds. Earlier in the video, we had a look at the Sette 30. Baratza's Sette 270WI is the 30's weight-based big brother and a great choice for those who are serious about their espresso and don't want to go to a run for decades type of machine-grade prosumer level grinder. It's essentially stepless and grind size adjustment with a continuously variable micro adjustment ring in addition to the macro adjustment ring you'll find on the Sette 30. The Sette 270WI is really almost magical. Incredibly accurate weight-based grinding via the integrated Akaya scale to 1/10 of a gram accuracy, grind cycle after grind cycle. It truly makes concerns about dose weight consistency a thing of the past. You can really stop thinking about your dose and focus on other variables in your espresso brewing. The 270WI has 3 weight-based presets. Like the Sette 30, it grinds fast. Now the I in the name, that stands for intelligent. Since it grinds so fast, it actually needs to stop the burrs prior to reaching your weight preset. So the grinder learns, comparing the desired weight you program to the actual weight after a cycle is ground, and then makes adjustment for the next grind cycle so it gets more accurate each time you grind. It's really quite remarkable to get 1/10 of a gram accuracy, and each weight preset learns individually. So regardless of dose weight, grind size, or coffee type, it's always going to be accurate. This grinder really is a dream to use. Set your portafilter in the hands-free cradle, it automatically tears, then press start and it delivers clump-free, fluffy, well-distributed grinds every time without your involvement. This is the grinder that will help home users make better, more consistent espresso. With its grind straight through design, it is a hair louder than some grinders, but it's a heck of a lot faster, has lower retention, and delivers beautiful grinds. The Ceado E37S has been an incredibly successful grinder for Ceado, and it seems to get better and better every year. It has huge 83mm burrs and very low retention. The build is commercial, and while some manufacturers have made very few changes to their designs over the years, Ceado redefined espresso grinding with their Steady Lock design for locked-in grind size. It's also one of the very few grinders that allow you to get into the grinding chamber with minimal effort and no need to recalibrate after putting it back together. Adding to the list is the new Quick Set gear, a worm gear that lets you make very, very fine adjustments with the turn of a knob. With a Quick Set gear, all you need is 2 fingers and a twist of the wrist. Massive 83mm burrs are powered by a 500-watt motor and the silent grind system, which uses a special isolating motor mount to reduce noise. Ceado says their silent system makes for a grinder that's 30% quieter than the competition, which is really something to consider if you need your morning espresso but don't want to wake up your family or be disturbed by jarring grinding sounds coming from the kitchen. For operation, there's the intuitive touchscreen display that features programmable timed single, double, and triple shot doses, adjustable within 1/10 of a second. You can grind manually as well. A portafilter activated switch can be set to grind on demand or use bumps of the switch to start a grind cycle. With precise adjustment, beautiful grinds, and a decades-long service life, the E37S is a commercial-grade tool for serious espresso enthusiasts. Take the heart of the venerable E37S and turn it into an essentially zero-retention single-dosing grinder, and you get the E37SD. It has those huge 83mm burrs, but in the SD they are titanium-coated for longer life, and there's no hopper, so you will be weighing beans with a scale and dropping directly into the grinder. After they're ground, give the bellows a few taps to blow out any remaining ground coffee. The interface has a simple start and stop button, and that's all. So if you're used to timed presets, keep that in mind. This is a full range grinder. You can make micro adjustments with that quick set gear, but you can also make quick large scale adjustments using the quick set release, which disengages the gear. For anyone who loves their espresso but also loves pour over or French press, you can single dose for those as well. Included with the E37SD are an RDT sprayer, that's Ross droplet technique for those who don't know, a WDT cup, and an espresso funnel. So weigh your beans in the cup, give them a spray, and grind away. The droplet technique eliminates static so grinds don't cling to surfaces before getting to your portafilter. The funnel sits on top of your portafilter to direct every last particle of coffee into your basket. For coffee enthusiasts who are particular about precise measurements and consistent results, single dosing with the E37SD is the way to go. So those are just a few of our favorite grinders for 2019, but do check out the bundler at Whole Latte Love. There you'll find more grinder options, hand-selected by our coffee experts that pair well with a particular machine, and you can package machines, grinders, and other products together for additional discounts. Now, if you have questions about grinders or anything coffee, use the comments and I'll personally get you some answers. I'm Mark. Thanks for watching. If you're into coffee and espresso, I do hope you'll subscribe and come back soon for more of the best on everything coffee, brought to you by Whole Latte Love. Want to learn more? Subscribe now so you'll know about the latest videos on everything coffee from Whole Latte Love.